was born in and lived in my first 20 years old in Lima, Peru, South America. So I start there, studying art in the Faculty of Art of University in Lima. And then I moved to Italy. It's clear that my artistic training is Italian. I graduated from the Accademia of Belle Arti in Peru, in Italy. I started in Peru, but then just the beginning, no? And then I moved to Italy. Was for me natural to do art. It was not a decision. I was focused since I was little to dedicate to art. Yeah. So I said my artistic training is Italian, and I graduated from Accademia of Belle Arti in Florence, so Tuscany. Tuscany specifically is and has been an inexhaustible source for my artwork. When I say Tuscany, I mean the cultural richness, but also the life here where I live. It landscapes the people, all that surround this area of Italy. When I decided to study art here, is because I was attracted by the early Renaissance. Piero della Francesca and Masaccio, these two pillars of early Renaissance, attracted me a lot, right? Since the beginning, when I was studying in Peru, so for me to come here and to know, to be in contact with this art was very important. I appreciate the aspects like the innovation, the humanity, the essentiality of form. They will always be up to date. I use many different materials. Because I draw, because I do a sculpture, painting less in this moment, but I also did in the past paintings. But specifically the material that I used are, well, paper for drawing, but also canvas. I'm actually drawing on canvas. This is new for me now. And I use, as a paper, I work on a paper that is specifically for engraving. The name is Rosa Spina. I love that paper by its color that is cream and pink, and it creates like an atmosphere where I can then draw. In my sculptures, I use bronze, as well ceramics, porcelain, and Japanese paper. So there is a range of different materials I play. When I use the bronze, I work in foundries and naturally with the process of casting. And also when I use the Japanese paper, I previous made the molds, the cast, where then I apply the Japanese paper to create reliefs. And I like the Japanese paper by its transparency. And also I have to mention the white thorns that I use and incorporate in my sculptures, but also on top of my drawings in many different ways. Well, I think it is natural, the use of red, because in the 90s, when I started to draw and to paint skirts for forms, I put inside blood vessels, right? Like flipping the skin and going inside the surface, and these blood vessels have a color red, so was inevitable the color red. Yeah. And I use these forms of vessels that remind me a web, forms that are interconnected, like everything, like maps, like today in the globalization, in some way, all us are interconnected, right? Palabra is a word in Spanish that means word, no? And is the Palabra Rossa is the title of an exhibition I had in Florence in 2004 in Villa Romana. I wanted to link palabra, that word, with rosa, that means red, no? Palabra rosa, because it represents me, these two worlds that live within me. The second meaning of the collection, if you want to call it that way, Palabra Rossa, is because I spend so much time, months, painting the white thorns that I collect to build up the beef skirt of 3 meters that I expose in Villa Romana by the name of Palabras Rossa. What Ovid, the Latin poet in the book Metamorphoses, tells when Perseus killed the Medusa, he put the bloody head on the rivulet, no, in this small river, and the water start to clean the head, and from that ugly head start to born corals. No, it's a beautiful metaphor or meaning of how from the dark or from the ugly things can born the beauty and life, because coral represent life.